Hey guys, this is Jam of JamOnline.ph, and today we're gonna compare these two dummy smartphones that I've been playing around for the past few weeks. And these are the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8, which will launch in a few hours, and of course the iPhone Ultra or the iPhone Fold, which is expected to come out this September. So yes, we're gonna go head to head and just do a size comparison of these two smartphones and compare it with some other smartphones as well, so you'd know how this one would look like, because a lot of people are curious about its size and my inputs regarding the size of these smartphones. So what are we waiting for? Let's take a closer look on these two smartphones. So these are the two smartphones we got in here, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 and also the iPhone Ultra. So size-wise, you could see that the iPhone Ultra is actually a little bit smaller compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 8. However, when it comes to the width, you could see that it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. See? It's pretty much the same. So what you can expect is that the Galaxy Z Fold 8 has a taller and probably will show you better content compared to the iPhone Ultra. Now for the cameras, you can see we got in here dual lens camera on both smartphones, kind of like the iPhone 17 or probably the iPhone Air 2 once it comes out. But basically two cameras only. Not that bad. I mean, if you want the best cameras, you should go for the Pro version anyway. Now, so you could see this one is a little bit protruding on the iPhone Ultra. Same thing with the Galaxy Z Fold 8. But really, it's nice to have something like this. At least it's not a single camera, it's a dual camera. And when you place it like this, it's gonna wobble on both smartphones. Now, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 has a sharper or like more square or more rectangular design, while the iPhone Ultra has this sharper size in here but curves over here. So it does not look in sync, like this one is curved, this one is not. That it's not really a deal breaker for me. Now as for the thickness, I am not 100% sure yet if this would be the final dimensions to it, but what I can say is that both smartphones are pretty thin, comparable to the Galaxy Z Fold 7. So that's the one that you could test it out on different stores right now. So if you want to hold it, do hold it, and it's pretty much the same with what you can expect on these two smartphones. It's not bulky, it's thin, and it's very, very portable. Now, for the materials, of course, this would be different once it comes out, but I expect both of them would come out with a glass back. Now, below, as you could see, we got in here this speaker grill along with a USB Type-C port. And as you could see on the iPhone, it's on the other side. The USB Type-C is over here with two speaker grills. And on the top, for the Galaxy, we also have the speaker grill, and the iPhone does have the volume rocker at the top along with another speaker grill. And on the other side, you can see in here there's the power button and volume rocker for the Galaxy Z Fold 8. Well, this one comes with the power button over here and the camera shutter button right over here. Now, I'm not 100% sure what would be the camera quality of this one, but it's nice to have that they still have this one. But it does look weird when you're taking a photo. It's going to look like this. But yeah, once you check out this one, as you can see, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 has a more flatter sides, while the iPhone Ultra rather does have a little bit of curves on it, like a rounded edges on it, but it's not completely rounded. Both of them feels pretty nice to the hand, so it's not really a problem. And on the front, as you can see, the iPhone Ultra has a shorter display. Both of them would come with a camera over here, and I expect that both of them would come with a punch hole camera. The Z Fold 8, once you unfold it, okay, just to remind you guys, the crease that you're seeing right now won't be the same once you see it in the final release or the final smartphone. There's a crease right now because these are dummy units. These are the ones that the case makers are using, so they could create cases or accessories for their smartphones. Now, as you could see, since we have a smaller display on the iPhone Ultra, as you could see, we got in here a little bit shorter, but it's not pretty bad. Now, you do it like this, you could see that the iPhone Ultra does have a little bit wider, just a few millimeters wider compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 8. But as you can see, there's a few millimeters difference when it comes to the height. Not really that bad. I wouldn't really complain on that one. Now, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 does have a more squarish design. The iPhone Ultra does have a rounded design with the front-facing camera of the Galaxy Z Fold 8 here in the middle, while the iPhone Ultra is actually right over here. So it's kind of like the Oppo Find N series smartphones, if I remember correctly. The front-facing camera and the foldable display is on the upper left or right side of the smartphone. For the iPhone Ultra, it's going to be on the upper left. I forgot on the Oppo Find N series, to be honest. Now, when it comes to the content, both of them would look actually fine. The reason for that is that the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the iPhone Ultra has a passport design when folded, but once you unfold it, you actually have a aspect ratio that makes more sense. Some people think that, oh, the design looks stupid. It's so portable, it's so little, it's a foldable, it is stupid. Not really. Most foldable these days actually have a taller design, while the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the iPhone Ultra does make more sense. So once you play a 16:9 video, it actually has less black bars on the top and the bottom. So this design makes more sense. Just to give you an idea, the aspect ratio of it is pretty much similar with an iPad right over here. So this is an iPad Pro 13-inch, and this is the iPhone Ultra. As you could see, if you make the iPhone Ultra a little bit bigger, it's going to have an aspect ratio almost the same as the iPad Pro that I have right now. Same thing with the Galaxy Z Fold 8. So consuming content on the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the iPhone Ultra makes more sense. And if you're talking about using it on portrait mode, this is actually still, it makes more sense. See? It does make more sense. The reason for that is, again, the aspect ratio is a lot better. It doesn't make sense for some people. Oh yeah, typing on this one, it doesn't make sense. But once you unfold it, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. I mean, this is still not a working version, and yet I could already see and feel the vision for both smartphones, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the iPhone Ultra. And again, both smartphones would look just fine when you're going to use it like this. Using this one on laptop mode would be really cool. You got the keyboard over here. You got almost like a 4:3. I'm not sure with the aspect ratio yet, but it's pretty much similar with some of the devices that are out in the market once you use it in laptop mode, which is pretty cool. And I think both smartphones will be great. It's just that we don't know yet the software of these two smartphones, but it's really going to be cool once we see the final products, once we see the final software, and once we see everything about these two smartphones. But yeah, those are just some of my impressions regarding the iPhone Ultra and the Galaxy Z Fold 8 that a lot of people have been commenting on when it comes to its size and when it comes to its display. So yeah, I guess that's it for our video for today. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and be sure to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of my latest videos here in my YouTube channel. So once again, I'm John of JomOnline.ph. Thank you for watching, and see you guys again in my next video.